The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates the removal of unused cabling in hospitals. This requirement is explicitly stated in NEC Article 800.133d4, which states that unused cables shall be removed and abandonment of cables in place shall not be permitted. This provision is not merely a suggestion, but a firm requirement intended to enhance safety and reduce fire hazards. The reasoning behind this requirement stems from several key safety concerns. Firstly, abandoned cables contribute significantly to the fire load within a building. These cables, often made of materials that can sustain combustion, increase the amount of fuel available in the event of a fire. This added fuel can lead to a faster spreading and more intense fire, posing a greater risk to occupants and firefighters. Secondly, abandoned cables can impede airflow and create pathways for fire to spread. Bundles of unused cables can block ventilation systems and create channels through which flames and smoke can quickly travel to other parts of the building. This can compromise the effectiveness of fire suppression systems and delay evacuation efforts. Thirdly, the presence of abandoned cables can create confusion and hazards for maintenance personnel. When performing electrical work, it can be difficult to distinguish between active and inactive cables, increasing the risk of accidental contact with live wires. This can lead to electrical shocks, burns, or even death. Fourthly, over time, abandoned cables can degrade and release harmful chemicals into the environment. The insulation and other materials used in cables can break down, releasing toxins that can contaminate the air and water. This can pose a health risk to occupants and the surrounding community. The NEC requirement for cable removal applies to all types of cables, including communication cables, data cables, and power cables. It is the responsibility of the building owner or operator to ensure that all unused cables are removed in a timely and safe manner. The process of removing abandoned cables should be carried out by qualified electrical professionals who are familiar with the relevant safety standards and procedures. These professionals will typically begin by identifying and disconnecting all unused cables. They will then carefully remove the cables from the building, taking care to avoid damaging any active wiring or other equipment. Finally, they will properly dispose of the cables in accordance with local regulations. Compliance with NEC Article 800.133d4 is essential for ensuring the safety of hospital patients, staff, and visitors. By removing unused cables, hospitals can reduce the risk of fire, improve airflow, protect maintenance personnel, and prevent environmental contamination. In addition to the safety benefits, cable removal can also improve the aesthetics of a building and create more usable space. Unused cables can be unsightly and take up valuable space in cable trays and conduits. Removing these cables can free up space for new wiring and equipment, making it easier to maintain and upgrade the electrical system. To ensure compliance with the NEC, hospitals should develop a comprehensive cable management plan. This plan should include procedures for identifying, disconnecting, and removing unused cables. It should also include regular inspections to identify any abandoned cables that may have been overlooked. The cable management plan should be regularly reviewed and updated to reflect any changes in the NEC or other applicable regulations. Hospitals should also provide training to their staff on the importance of cable removal and the proper procedures for handling cables. This training should cover topics such as cable identification, disconnection, and disposal. By investing in cable management and training, hospitals can ensure that they are meeting their obligations under the NEC and providing a safe environment for everyone. The specific methods for removing abandoned cables can vary depending on the type of cable, the location of the cable, and the building's construction. However, some common methods include pulling the cables through conduits, cutting the cables into smaller sections, and using specialized tools to remove the cables from cable trays. When removing cables, it is important to take precautions to avoid damaging any active wiring or other equipment. Cables should be carefully disconnected and pulled to avoid putting stress on any connections. Any damaged wiring or equipment should be repaired immediately. It is also important to wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses, when handling cables. Cables can contain sharp edges and other hazards that can cause injury. Finally, it is important to dispose of abandoned cables properly. Cables should not be simply thrown away in the trash. Instead, they should be recycled or disposed of in accordance with local regulations. Many recycling centers accept cables for recycling. By recycling cables, hospitals can reduce their environmental impact and conserve valuable resources. The NEC requirement for cable removal is a significant step towards improving safety and reducing fire hazards in hospitals. By taking the necessary steps to comply with this requirement, hospitals can protect their patients, staff, and visitors from harm. Furthermore, understanding the broader context of electrical safety in healthcare facilities necessitates acknowledging other critical NEC articles and their implications. For example, Article 517 addresses healthcare facilities covering essential electrical systems, wiring methods, and grounding requirements. It emphasizes the need for reliable power sources and stringent safety measures to ensure continuous operation of life support equipment and other critical medical devices. Article 517.13 specifically deals with grounding and bonding requirements in patient care areas, minimizing the risk of electrical shock hazards to patients and staff. Proper grounding and bonding create a low impedance path for fault currents, allowing protective devices to quickly trip and de-energize the circuit, preventing electrocution. Moreover, Article 517.30 outlines the essential electrical systems for healthcare facilities, including the emergency system, equipment system, and critical branch. The emergency system provides power to critical life safety systems such as lighting, fire alarms, and communication systems, ensuring their continued operation during power outages. The equipment system supplies power to essential medical equipment such as operating room equipment and patient monitoring systems. The critical branch provides power to critical care areas such as intensive care units and cardiac care units, ensuring uninterrupted patient care. These systems require regular testing and maintenance to ensure their reliability and performance. In addition to these specific articles, other NEC provisions also contribute to electrical safety in healthcare facilities. For instance, Article 700 addresses emergency systems, providing requirements for the design, installation, and testing of emergency power systems. Article 701 covers legally required standby systems, which provide power to essential loads when the normal power supply is interrupted. Article 702 addresses optional standby systems, which provide power to non-essential loads during power outages. These articles help ensure that healthcare facilities have reliable backup power sources to maintain critical operations during emergencies. Furthermore, the NEC emphasizes the importance of proper wiring methods and overcurrent protection. Article 300 provides general requirements for wiring methods, ensuring that wiring is installed in a safe and workmanlike manner. Article 240 covers overcurrent protection, requiring the use of circuit breakers and fuses to protect wiring and equipment from overloads and short circuits. These protective devices must be properly sized and installed to effectively interrupt fault currents and prevent electrical fires. Regular inspections and testing are essential for maintaining electrical safety in healthcare facilities. Qualified electrical inspectors should conduct periodic inspections to identify any code violations or potential hazards. Electrical testing, such as insulation resistance testing and ground impedance testing, can help identify hidden problems that could lead to electrical failures or safety hazards. Addressing these issues promptly can prevent accidents and ensure the continued safe operation of the electrical system. Moreover, ongoing training and education are crucial for healthcare facility staff. Electrical safety training should be provided to all personnel who work with or around electrical equipment. This training should cover topics such as hazard recognition, safe work practices, and emergency procedures. By empowering staff with knowledge and skills, healthcare facilities can create a culture of safety and reduce the risk of electrical accidents. The NEC focus on cable removal and other safety measures reflects a commitment to protecting patients, staff, and visitors in healthcare facilities. By adhering to the NEC and implementing comprehensive electrical safety programs, hospitals and other healthcare organizations can create a safer and more reliable environment for everyone. In summary, compliance with NEC Article 800.133d4 regarding the removal of unused cables is not an isolated requirement, but part of a broader framework of electrical safety regulations designed to protect healthcare facilities. By understanding and implementing these regulations, healthcare organizations can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure a safe and reliable environment for patients, staff, and visitors. It's also important to note that local jurisdictions may have additional requirements or amendments to the NEC that must be followed. Therefore, it's crucial to consult with local electrical inspectors and authorities to ensure full compliance with all applicable regulations. Furthermore, the evolution of technology and building materials necessitates ongoing updates to the NEC. Staying informed about the latest code changes and best practices is essential for maintaining electrical safety in healthcare facilities. Subscribing to industry publications, attending conferences, and participating in continuing education courses can help electrical professionals stay up to date on the latest developments in electrical safety. By embracing a proactive approach to electrical safety, healthcare facilities can create a culture of safety and protect their patients, staff, and visitors from harm. This includes not only complying with the NEC but also implementing comprehensive electrical safety programs that address all aspects of electrical safety, from design and installation to maintenance and training. In conclusion, the NEC requirement for cable removal is a vital component of electrical safety in healthcare facilities. By removing unused cables, hospitals can reduce the risk of fire, improve airflow, protect maintenance personnel, and prevent environmental contamination. Compliance with this requirement, along with other NEC provisions and best practices, is essential for creating a safe and reliable environment for everyone in the healthcare setting. Always consult with qualified electrical professionals and local authorities to ensure full compliance with all applicable regulations and to implement a comprehensive electrical safety program that meets the specific needs of the facility. This holistic approach to electrical safety is crucial for protecting patients, staff, and visitors and ensuring the continued operation of critical healthcare services. The NEC serves as a cornerstone of electrical safety, continuously evolving to address emerging technologies and challenges. Its provisions are not merely recommendations, but legally binding requirements that must be followed to ensure the safety of people and property. By understanding and adhering to the NEC, electrical professionals and facility managers can create a safer and more reliable electrical environment in healthcare facilities and other settings.